All right, guys. All right, guys.
Yes, it's fantastic on the end of Black Diamond Trap Radio.
All right, let's cut to the chase. This episode ain't about to be long. All right. Now, if you familiar, we all know what those words in green stand for. Yeah, that's the hokey poke. All right, and we all know they was giving that shit out in the church, fam. 4 years ago, you had to take this shot in your ass just to see the Lord. They would not let you in church without a mask and without this shot. Now, guess where majority of the black churches reside in America? Atlanta. All right. A lot of black folks was running towards that white man's snake oil. Yeah, a lot of black folks. Yeah, they hypocrites. They talk shit about the white person. They talk shit about the white man. But guess what? When that hokey pokey came out, when that joint rolled out, they was the first motherfuckers to get it. The first month, because like I said, this is one way to eradicate black people off the face of the earth, y'all. You gotta think. Some eugenics going on. Eugenics is an old tactic. We seen that with the Tuskegee Airmen experiment. They was injecting black folks with syphilis and shit. They didn't know. But the thing is, a lot of factors take place when it comes to HIV and AIDS. See, Magic Johnson was a perfect example for you Negroes to wrap it up. But I guess it's hip hop culture to not wrap it up. I guess it's hip hop culture to sleep with everybody. Yes, we was installed with that program. Yeah, just to sleep with everybody. And just, think about the consequences tomorrow. But when your weenie got Rice Krispies on it, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much, you might as well throw that thing in the trash can, family. And a lot of y'all people, y'all got y'all got sores. Yes, y'all do. Y'all nasty motherfuckers on the right and the left. But on the right is more conservative, family oriented. But the thing is, some people got to stay together because they share the same STD, y'all. They can't break up. They can't break up. That's why they be mad at each other in the house. They both got bumps. And guess what? Can't do nothing about it, fam. Some people are together because of their health status. They can't go outside and date. That's why they have HIV dating websites and shit like that. So, and I bet some of y'all motherfuckers that's listening, y'all on them websites, because I know y'all freaks. But when it comes to black people, the first thing you think of is the word freak. Freak off. Diddy, freak off. Atlanta, 1996, Freaknik. And guess what? That's what a lot of girls or women, I have to say girls because women just don't think just about body parts. They just try to get a good man. But the thing is, in Atlanta, people can seem like good people, but guess what? They blood is boiling hot. The outside might look good, but when you have makeup and filters, that can cover up that AIDS until that infected penis squirts in your bloodstream. And guess what? You're ruined for life. And like I said, there's a AIDS epidemic. There's an economy epidemic. And the first thing they run to is Backpage. It used to be Backpage. Now it's OnlyFans. That's the hustle. That's the new dope game. OnlyFans and sports betting. All right. That's just how the new world is. That's just how it's going. But And like I said, in some of these cases, it's VAIDS. It's from that you know what. All right. It's from and like I said, Atlanta, they got the most black churches in America. And guess what? At one point in time, if you wanted to go worship Christ, you had to take you had to take that you know what family. Yeah, yeah. In some states, they was calling the police. If you pulled up the oh shit! I know. I remember it like yesterday. I don't forget 2020. But for some of y'all was so stupid. Y'all gotta erase your whole memory like that never happened. Some of y'all got heart problems. Some of y'all farting out your ass, farting out your mouth, your heart stuttering. You keep on hawking up shit. Why? Because you got microscopic, you know, diseases that's going around in your body, and you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of AIDS. See, they have certain medication that calms it down. You know, it lies dormant. But when that shit when that shit get activated, you get a code or something. Don't get no code. It's over. You might die. All right, you might die. A lot of people got AIDS, fam. And guess what? When you go get a test, it's not go. It's not gonna. It's not gonna find the origins of where that really came from. So guess what? If you got the hokey poke, shit, you could be just sleeping with one person. And guess what? This is fucked up, y'all. You can actually be sleeping with one person, not cheat. But if you went and got this motherfucker, guess what? Your husband or your counterpart gonna think you stepped out. They ain't gonna think it. Y'all going to hell, man. You might as well tattoo Hellboy on your shoulder, man. Some people condemn. I told you, it ain't no getting out of this one. This is Revelations, man. But guess what? Your ass was so scared. Your ass was in fear. But guess what? You fear God. You fear Christ. Y'all scared. Y'all scared. Y'all scared of God. That's why y'all had to listen to government. You scared of God, you go run the government. Y'all ass is caught over here. I told you. That's why a lot of people don't like me, because the truth hurts over here. I'm gonna be honest with you. when I tell the truth, I make it sting. But guess what? I got everything documented. You can't say I was a lie. Like I said. If I'm lying, just stop me. I'll shut my whole operation down. But guess what? People be like, man, Mr. Trumptastic, he gonna go in on this episode. I don't think I could take it. Yeah, because my ears is gonna bleed when I hear this. So guess where they go? They go to Candace Owens, they go to Nick Fuentes, they go to Andrew Tate, all the gumps to get away from real shit. That's who y'all run to. Yeah, it's very sickening. There's a cancer in the conservative movement. I pointed out it's a very nasty cancer. But let's get into why people are scared, because they worship this goat god they call Pan. Pan is a horny goat. And guess what? Atlanta allegedly has 20,000 cases of HIV. Those are 20,000 sexually deviant entities that's spreading diseases throughout the streets, Metro Atlanta. Basically, Atlanta is a big cesspool, all right? A lot of people do nasty things in Atlanta. Atlanta is a big industry conglomerate. And guess what? When you deal with the industry, you deal with sex, sex, sex. What is sex, sex, sex? XXX, or what we call 666. All right, because now people have gone virtual reality with it. They turn to OnlyFans. Regular prostitution is gone. It don't exist anymore. See, the real prostitutes is AI. That's the new prostitute, artificial intelligence. All right, you can upload somebody else's breast on OnlyFans and get paid for it. You ain't got to put your body parts on it. You could just crop a old video out and re-upload on OnlyFans. You could do all kind of shit, but you got some nasty, fat motherfucker that who look like him. Remember the nigga that tried to kill Trump? Guess what was on his search engine before he killed Trump? Corn. He was watching corn before he pulled a bullet. See, you see what I'm saying? Sick motherfuckers, man. America is cooked. When Donald Trump says save America, he ain't talking about actually saving it. He talking about downloading that shit on a chip. That's why he's trying to implement Project Stargate. That's where some of our tax dollars is going to build this damn grid, this damn dome he's talking about over America. This right here. And some of y'all asses go need to be in this dome because y'all go be quarantined. All right? Y'all go be quarantined because y'all in this deception bubble. Y'all walking around with AIDS, VAIDS, HIV. Guess what? Your partner found out you done gave him something. Oh man, guess what? That's a domestic violence charge. That's more money for the government. I told you we in the age of people being deleted. This the end, y'all. That's why I'm able to come on here and do these shows with such ease. I don't plan for these shows like some of these gumps. They gotta plan a whole day. I come on here for whole hours with no hiccups. Straight knowledge. But guess what? Y'all not gonna know. Y'all tune in the fake shit. Y'all are cartoons. Like I said, if it's already in a cartoon, that means it's already happened, y'all. Trust me. They put this shit in cartoons for a reason. Because the phone was designed to turn you into a cartoon. You see the filters? The filters was designed to turn you into a stupid ass cartoon. So this is what's going on in Atlanta. Transmissions. What is transmission? A damn tranny, a transhumanism. They turning you into a walking bioweapon. All right, these are your real Zionists. We'll send one nigger out there, and he'll sleep with. And guess what? They infecting. See the black Negroes with AIDS. They infecting the white girls down in the land. They contaminating all the white women. Now there ain't no good white one. That's why white men. They found out they slept with a black dude. They don't want them no more. They look at them. They call them mud sharks and all that shit. They degrade them because guess what? They think black people nasty and they got AIDS. This see, I get into the mind of people. I don't sugarcoat up here. I get into your deepest, darkest secrets that you don't want to say. I just go ahead and say them anyway because at this point, shit, I can say whatever I want to and make it make sense. But you know I'm telling the truth. That's why real people tune into me. I don't deal with bots. And yes, I'm a troll, but I'm an educated troll. But this is what's going on. Transmission. Motherfucker need a new transmit. See, they trying to get all the black people out of Atlanta so the white people could take that town back over. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. By the time they get done with Atlanta, it'll be ghost town. Just like Las Vegas. You don't see anybody in Las Vegas anymore because people are now gambling on their phones. Yes, you can now cook a steak in your house and roll dice at the same time. You can now bet on the Atlanta Negroes versus the Tomahawk Indians, and you can win $100,000 on your phone while you cooking a tomahawk steak. Yeah, you could do that in 2025, but I see some people demonizing sports. The conservative movement demonizing sports. I'm thinking in my head like, okay, that's been out the window. People are really coming up nowadays, just with the click of a button on their phone. But if you lost in the new world, you ain't gonna know how to make money online. You're not even gonna attempt to make money online because your base reality sucks so damn bad. You got to put it in the phone. That's the whole point. That's the world. That's where the world is going. They want you on their phone. They want you inside the damn phone because the phone is the Kabbalah cube. The phone is the mark of the beast. It used to be the TV with the antennas on top. Guess what the antennas stand for? That's the damn devil horns. Television. Okay? The television tells lies to your vision. But when you turn it on CNN, you eat it up. When you turn it on Fox News, you eat it up. But now CNN and MSNBC have moved their way to the internet with us people. See, it was supposed to be a divide where you could turn on the TV and watch the news, but now the news got their own fucking YouTube channel. So when people like me try to get in the algorithm, guess what? The news channels, the major news channels go saturate all this content. A lot of people have been going through that, but guess what? Luckily, I got unlimited content in my head. I don't have to plan for none of this shit. That was the whole point, man. If you ain't forever lasting on this thing, you gonna crash out anyway, family. You go crash out anyway because people are not creative. That's the whole point of everybody being alike. As soon as you get into kindergarten, they want your ass the same way in a line. As soon as you get to middle school, you might have to wear uniforms. All right, y'all eating the same fucking fucked up food until you get out. Now you got to do the same shit again. See, the god Saturn represents a pattern of repetition. That's the devil god right there because he loved to copy the original form. So he's copying everything you do, and now 20,000 people walking around with fucking AIDS in Atlanta because one person infected the whole ant farm. One ant got sprayed with roach spray, and he took it back. He took it back to mommy and daddy, and they got sick. Guess what? That happened in 2020. Real shit. It happened in 2020. And guess what? Nobody batted an eye. Nobody batted. I still remember like 2020 like it was yesterday. You ain't gonna fool me. I remember who did what and who did it, why they did it, how they did it. Yeah, they caught red-handed, fam. And some of y'all participated in this social experiment. Some of y'all were modern-day lab rats. Yeah, some of y'all are Zionists by default. Y'all want to talk bad about the Zionists, but y'all take the damn antidote. Y'all take the snake oil. That's the Zionists right there. Because guess what? You had to take this shit to go pray to God. You had to take this shit to the altar. And guess what? When you took this poison, guess what? It altered your whole fucking mind. Didn't Jesus Christ said he was going to change your ass on the altar? The altar is the mount. That's the most high right there. That's where you get altered at. That's where transformation takes place. Yeah, at the pinnacle, family. But guess what? That's where they trick you too. When they say evil sits in high places, where the fuck you think that is? That's your damn mind. Nothing can get higher than your mind. You think the sky is higher than your mind? Hell no, because guess what? You're projecting all that. It's like a movie theater. Your mind is the pinnacle. And guess what? They have capped that off. That's what they call the kappa. Sigma, Pi, Alpha, Kappa. That's Greek gods. But it represents capitalism. Or what they call the missing capstone off the pyramid. That's the kappa, right? He's holding the Holy Grail. That's your brain. You took the shot, that's left brain. You said no, that's right brain. You conserved yourself. You saved yourself. All right? What does Christ represent? Save. You saved yourself. But guess what? It could go either way. Because in the end of days, they said you go take the mark of the beast, family. But the mark of the beast is coming out the east. If you take the B off of beast, that's the east. They said the Antichrist go come from the east. That's the beast. All right. And when you're dealing with flat earth cosmology, east, south, west, and north are all going in one direction, south, on the flat earth map. But the thing is, they said when Jesus Christ comes back, they said every eye shall see. How in the hell we go see that on a globe earth? How in the hell we go see Christ come back on a globe earth? Ain't no way. But like I said, VAIDS, man. And they said the devil goes down to Georgia, right? Y'all ever hear that song? The devil go down to Georgia? Yeah, that means penises are burning, okay? Down in Georgia. But guess what? Everybody want a country boy. Everybody want a country girl until you go down there and guess what? You get Rice Krispies. Now, let me show you a famous R&B singer who had Rice Krispies on his penis, and he's from Georgia. And women still thrust their body over him like he's some type of, you know, some type of star or something. And let me pull this up. Let me go back. Yeah, because I gotta show y'all this shit, man. Usher. Usher burnt this woman up so bad he put her in the ICU, bro. And as you can see, she weighs 500 pounds. So he settled out of court. He had to pay these people $3 million because he had Rice Krispies on his penis, y'all, on the head of his penis. And the thing is, he put this woman in the hospital, y'all. And guess what? They gave him the most prestigious award in America, the NCAACP award. After he spread Rice Krispies. He's from Atlanta, and he wears an A-Town hat. And he burnt up 2 men, too. He burnt up 2 men, y'all. Usher, herpes. Usher, Raymond. STD, herpes. But guess what? Women still love him because he can sing and dance. That's the big joke. Matter of fact, he sung and danced so good, they put him on the Super Bowl. So this man burnt up black women, 2 men, and they booked him for the Super Bowl. And y'all don't see y'all don't see the troll in that blacks are going extinct. This is your humiliation ritual right here. They making a big mockery out your ass, and you don't even fucking know it. You see him in his Atlanta hat, and they gave him an award, and he came out on TV and said he worshipped the devil. But he was still able to put strawberries in women's mouths in Las Vegas at a live event when he got herpes all over his fingers, touching strawberries and shit, putting them in women's mouth. But he got herpes on his fingertips. He got booty fingers and shit. All right? How are regular artists gonna make it? This make you not even want to get it. This make you not even want to get into the music industry. If you got to compete against sickos like this, it'd be impossible. That's what I said. Black entertainment dead, man. He's passing that shit around in Atlanta too. She did a whole press conference about her getting burnt up with Rice Krispies, family. A whole press conference. It's shit on TMZ, but guess what? In Fantasyland, you can have herpes and get booked to the Super Bowl. This is bizarro land, y'all. And like I said, it's in the music. It's in the music. Some say Diddy had AIDS too. They said Diddy was passing around AIDS because they don't use no protection. It says 17,000 cases annually. This is a public health issue. I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump quarantined Georgia, martial law type shit, because of the deadly outbreak. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. They need to do that. They need to send your ass to Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz out this bitch. Motherfucker going. The symptoms is weight loss, fatigue, and guess what? The mental part is the worst thing because you know your ass about to die because you fucked up. Imagine that. You know, if you get a cold or something, your eyeballs could possibly fall in your glass of milk. All right. And then what? And then what? Sad, man. Sad. Usher, herpes victim, Quanisha, you know she a fucking Sharkeisha out this bitch. You got a lot of Sharkeishas running around with herpes in Atlanta. You got a lot of Sharkeishas running around with herpes in blue states, y'all. Yeah, Sharkeisha. All right. Everything look good, but her brain is very small. All right. She's running around burning everybody up. Matter of fact, she looking for a perfect white man to fry too. All right. VAIDS. AIDS. Which one is it? I think it's a little bit of mixture of both. Let me be honest with you. It's a mixture of AIDS and AIDS. And once you got that cocktail, you ain't coming home from the bar, family. You just gonna be late. You ain't coming off that bed. Sorry. It's in the culture. Rapper means raper or rapist. That's the black culture, y'all. The black culture and the black music industry was a bioweapon created by the CIA with gay homosexual men that have been released from jail. Go read the manifesto. Yo, black gangster rappers that's coming from jail with CIA implants to turn the young boys homosexual, to turn the young boys pink, to turn the young boys rainbow, to turn the young boys into Peter Pan, to turn the young boys into puppets. And guess what? Puppets don't have no soul. Make sure you share and like this video, family. Because we don't know if it's VAIDS or AIDS. But like I said, I believe it's a mixture of both. Because to have that damn explosion overnight, and you're not gonna be able to gauge which one is which. Because like I said before, if you took that hokey poke, and you know you ain't been cheating, somebody go get it. Just imagine coming home to that. A perfect little family, and one of y'all decided to take the hokey poke, or maybe both of y'all. You get a blood test, comes back positive for AIDS, but it's really VAIDS. And you go home and you ask your significant other, did you step out on me? He's gonna say no. She's gonna say no. But guess what's standing in between, family? The snake oil. See, that's the serpent. That's what they call the hidden one. This damn shadow figure that y'all fucking scared of. And he done spooked the fuck out of a lot of people, y'all. So a lot of people is having buyer's remorse right now for taking that you know what. Yeah, when they said he's the god of the split or he could split time, that's what he did with this hokey poke. He split time with that. Yes. And people are paying the Pied Piper. Who's the Pied Piper? Pan. Peter Pan. And y'all sacrifice y'all kids to this. Y'all going to hell, man. I keep on telling y'all every time I get online, I gotta tell y'all going to hell, man, because y'all missed out on a lot of information. And the thing is, a lot of people going to cartoon heaven. Yeah, I call it cartoon heaven, but it's really hell. You're not gonna know the difference because your ass gonna be animated. And like I said before, if it's in a cartoon, that means it's happened already. Go read them hieroglyphics on in the pyramids and shit. Those are cartoons. And guess what? People still go off them cartoons. They still stand today. That means it's happened already. So yeah, I'm out of here, folks. I'm out of here. Make sure you share and like this video because we kick some real knowledge. And guess what? We gonna go over this VAIDS again. We gonna do a part 2 over this, fam. Yeah, I'm out. Love y'all. I'm out.
Mr. Trump.